Have you ever asked an AI a question and received a great answer, and other times something completely confusing? The difference is usually not the AI. It's the prompt. A prompt is how you communicate with an AI model. And just like with people, the way you ask matters. In this lesson, we'll break down what makes a good prompt and how you can structure it to get better, more reliable results. A prompt is the complete input you give to a language model. It's not just a question. It's a structured set of information that tells the model what you want and how to respond. Most people use prompts in a very basic way, but when you understand how prompts are built, you gain much more control over the output. To do that, we need to look at the core components of a prompt. Every effective prompt can be broken down into 5 components. First, context, background information that sets the stage. Second, instruction, the task you want the model to perform. Third, examples, sample inputs and outputs that show the pattern you expect. Fourth, input data, the actual content the model needs to process. And fifth, output format, how you want the response structured. Not every prompt needs all 5, but understanding them helps you design better prompts. Context provides the background the model needs to respond effectively. It tells the model what role it should take and what situation it is operating in. For example, you might say, "You are reviewing a Python codebase for a fintech startup." This immediately changes how the model thinks. It shifts from general responses to a more specialized and relevant perspective. Think of context as setting the stage before the task begins. Instructions tell the model exactly what to do. This is the most critical part of the prompt. Clear instructions lead to clear outputs. For example, summarize the key security risks in bullet points. This is specific and actionable. Compare that to something vague like, "Improve this." When instructions are unclear, the model has to guess your intent. And that leads to inconsistent results. Clarity here makes a huge difference. Examples. Examples show the model what kind of output you expect. Instead of only telling the model what to do, you demonstrate it. This is known as few-shot prompting. You provide a sample input, along with the desired output. The model learns the pattern and continues it for new inputs. This is especially useful when you need consistency in structure, formatting, or tone. When in doubt, showing is often more effective than explaining. Input data. Input data is the actual content the model needs to work with. This could be a document, a code snippet, a dataset, or even a user query. The model uses this data to generate its response. Without input data, the model is just responding in general terms. Providing clear and relevant input helps the model produce more accurate and useful outputs. Output format. Output format tells the model how the response should be structured. For example, you might ask for bullet points, a JSON, a step-by-step explanation, or even tables. Specifying the format makes the output easier to read, reuse, and automate. Without format guidance, the model may respond in a way that's harder to work with. A small instruction here can significantly improve usability. Context versus instructions. A common mistake is mixing up context and instruction. Context defines the role or situation. Instruction defines the task. For example, act as a cybersecurity analyst is context. Identify vulnerabilities in this code is instruction. Keeping these separate makes your prompt clearer. When the model knows both who it is and what it needs to do, the quality of output improves significantly. This separation is one of the simplest ways to get better results. Clarity. The most important rule in prompt design is clarity. If your prompt is vague, the output will be unpredictable. For example, "Improve this" leaves too much open to interpretation. But rewrite this paragraph to be concise and use active voice is clear and specific. The more precise your instructions, the better the results. In simple terms, better communication leads to better AI responses. And that is the foundation of effective prompt engineering. Right approach. By understanding the anatomy of prompts, you gain the ability to design more reliable interactions with AI. With the right structure, you can guide the model toward better outputs more consistently. And this skill will only become more valuable as AI becomes part of everyday work.